Well, hello there, you beautiful people. My name is Willow, and welcome to my latest FAFcast. Today, we are going to be watching a 4v4 on Seton's Clutch. It's a relatively balanced game at 93%. This game is going to be a long one, so go ahead and grab your drink and get in a relaxed place. And yeah, let's get at it. I'm gonna go ahead and start introducing our players up here at the top. For Team 1, we have the pink Cybran playing the air position. His name is Mr. Blastman. To his south, we have a cyan UEF by the name of Bushka, and he is going first land. To his west, we have the front player, and his name is Ramstein, and he is green and a UEF. To his north, we have ourselves a purple Seraphim by the name of Lieutenant Poneface, and he is going first land. With the first team out of the way, let's go ahead and start introducing our second team. It is going to be the gray Aeon by the name of Justice of Virgins for the air position. To his north, we have a red Aeon by the name of Dave. This is Dave. I'm not even gonna try. In the middle front position, going for the reclaim there, we have a black Aeon by the name of Printer. I don't know. Black, dark green, something like that. And to his south, last but most certainly not least, we have Devlera, a blue UEF going first land, and he is going to be taking up this beach position on the southern pond. As the players get their openers in order and do everything, I wanted to address a couple of things. Sorry for the slow uploads. I am going to try and get out more casts more often, and me and Josh are going to be recording more Dawn of War 2 Retribution campaign. If you don't know much about Dawn of War 2, consider checking it out. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the channel. It's 170 subs. I'm really proud of the channel, and I'm happy to see so many of you all joining the Discord. If you want to submit replays or talk to me, go ahead and join my Discord. That's the easiest way to get in contact with me. And without a further ado, let's check in on this middle area. Printer stopping to grab a reclaim patch for a tank as Ramstein is walking straight into the middle and grabbing some destroyer reclaim immediately. We'll try and keep an eye on who gets the most reclaim. I'm going to go ahead and swap it over to reclaim right here just so we can quickly glance over and see who has the most and try and figure out if Printer or Ramstein is going to do better in this situation. Printer throwing out a couple of ion blasts of anger at the UEF comm there. We do have an air scout out from Delvera, and do we have a transport yet? Yes, we do. We have a transport built for Dave. He's going to be loading up a transport with what looks like 3, maybe 4 engineers to go ahead and try and take his own island up here at the north. Do we have a transport yet done? Nope, almost done for Bushka. In the mid, we have the comms exchanging fire. Nothing too influential. Both comms around 9,400 health, but Ramstein losing more health as Printer fires his cannon a little bit more often. It is resulting in a mass reclaim lead for Ramstein. He is currently sitting at 3.5 thousand reclaim versus only 2,000 for Printer. But now his health has dropped into the yellow. He is significantly behind on the health game. At 7,500 health, he's going to start walking away from the middle here. We do have a tank and a scout out for Printer to try and help him on this arrest he's trying to pull off. While that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and check over here. We do have a transport out from Delvera as well. It is going to be spotted, but we have 4 engineers versus for Delvera and 5 for Bushka. It entirely depends on what they start building first. Are they going to build PD in time? PD queued up for Bushka, while Delvera queues up his own. It looks like the PD for Bushka is going to finish first, and that's going to be a win. Oh no, he accidentally built a railgun. He didn't build point defense. He's building railgun. Oh no. Oh, that's brutal. He's gonna lose this island because of this misclick. He's gonna lose his island because he misclicked on the railgun instead of the plasma cannon. Oh, feels bad, Bushka. Feels bad. So both islands are seemingly going to Team 2 down here. Let's go ahead and check in here on the mid. We have 8,000 health for Printer and 6,300 health for Ramstein. I'm glad that did not result in a kill. We do have a bomber out for Printer, and it's only gotten 1 kill. It has forced his opponent to build an archer, but that's very low cost. If it drops on all of these engineers, that would be massive. Oh, please tell me, Printer. Are you gonna... Oh, you're changing your targeting. Oh, is it gonna... No, it's not gonna turn around in time. We do have another bomber out and on the way, though. And an engineer drop over here by Lieutenant Poneface. He's gotten up a air factory, and he's starting to build a radar system and some anti-air. Does Team 2 know about this? Yes, they do. That is going to be a huge issue if this does not get stomped out. I think that Dave needs to start sending his comm immediately. Oh, are you going to start building land? Why? I don't know why you would build an air factory first. I would think you'd only really want land factories here. I get the point defense to try and protect him from a bomber, possibly, since there are bombers seen to be out here. These bombers are still just dropping on this land force, even though this one seems to be pirouetting in place almost. And yes, there is a solid hold on this island for Delvera. He's done very well stealing the island away from his opponent, thanks to no efforts of his own. He did lose the island due to building AA instead of point defense. We do have a factory built here, and it looks like some Zooies are starting to be spammed out of that. That could be very dangerous if this is not shut down very quickly. We do have tanks and some bombers coming out for Printer to try and deal with this issue. Hopefully Dave sends his comm as well. That would be very useful. How is this diversion of some spam over to this little fire base going to affect Printer's ability to hold the middle, though? It does not look like Ramstein is going to push the issue. Maybe he's waiting to see more forces committed over here. But if Ramstein just keeps producing and gets all of his units balled up here, he could possibly have a good push into here with this distraction provided by his ally, Lieutenant Poneface. We have a point defense on the way that's going to make this position a little bit harder to deal with. And another factory. That would be the third factory if it gets completed. And these are going to start producing issues for sure. I'd like to see these T1 artillery start moving out to maybe pick off some of these T2 mexes. They already know you're there. They're already sending units. You may as well go ahead and be slightly aggressive. I heard bombers. What's going on with that? Oh, he used T1 bombers to kill off this this frigate over here out from Delvera, it looks like. More T1 bombers coming to attack, killed off the radar, tried to damage that point defense. It might get another bomb off on that, not point defense, the air AA defense there. But another AA has been queued up. These three factories are just spamming out Zooies, but they're running right into the comm of Dave. How many Zooies are going to manage to run past him? A little miniature proxy war being fought over here by Lieutenant Poneface, forcing his opponents to move their units, get comms, divert their attention to fight off this little base spamming Zooies. As we have combined efforts from Delvera, Printer, and Justice of Virgins, along with Dave's comm, to try and de-tick themselves of this little parasitic base over here on their northern flank. As this is going on, there is a push coming through the middle. Ramstein is trying to push his advantage. There have been some PD built over here, but he has such a numbers advantage here. Even with the double gun upgrade on Printer, he is going to be able to push quite hard into this. He does have a gun upgrade of his own from the looks of it, so this could be very dangerous for Printer. He needs to make sure his comm does not get killed and find a way to hold this off. He can no longer afford to keep diverting units over to this flank unless he gets up some T2PD, which he could with these engineers if they stop reclaiming. The comm over here is gonna get low, but nothing's gonna come of it. These point defense are going to go down to the comm of Dave, and this little base has been dealt with, dispatched in very short order. Ramstein is over here firing his comm's upgraded gun into the point defense. Printer on dangerously low health, dropping into the red at 2,200 health, 2,000 only left on that comm. He's going to need to start running away right now. He does have T2PD queued up with his T2 engineers up here. Both comms looking a little worse for wear, but Printer is definitely in dire straits here. He needs to use this comm to kill as many of these T1 units as possible, but he can't afford to be taking hits from Ramstein. And it's just a little bit of a balancing act, a juggling act, if you will, trying to get his priorities straight. He is about to vet up, which will help him quite a bit. Ramstein sitting on 2 vet with 50 kills on his comm, only 18 for Printer. It seems that Ramstein does not have good vision or good details on what's going on over here, as he was unable to fire at the comm as it was firing back at him. And Printer's comm just went up in veterancy. Now he is back into the yellow. He is looking quite a little bit healthier as he's getting up some T2PD and 4 mass storage for whatever reason. Man, misclicks are definitely strong with this match. First with the anti-air, now just randomly building mass storage because you clicked on your template hotkey. This base has been dealt with, and it looks like there's a reclaim or a patrol order to reclaim it up by the comm of Dave. And with that, it does seem the game has entered a little bit of a lull. Let's go ahead and check on eco numbers. Also, we can check on reclaim, even though it's a little bit less important now. We have 8.2 thousand for Printer and 7.2 thousand for Ramstein, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you were looking up here at any time, you could see it. I record in 1080p. It should be legible. Let's go ahead and just check on ecos. We have Mr. Blastman in the lead, or temporarily was in the lead, at 124 mass a tick. Right behind him, the opposing air player is sitting at 140 mass per second. And then we have a slew of players at 80 mass a second, Delvera and Dave, along with not Ramstein, Lieutenant Poneface and Bushka just slightly below 80 mass a second. Printer and Ramstein are on 45 mass for Printer and 53 for Ramstein. And that's how we're looking as far as ecos are concerned at the moment. Did I miss anything while going over that? I don't think so. Both air players are at T3. I'm not seeing any strat bombers or anything sneaky like that. 6 ASF, 4 Justice of Virgins versus versus 10 for Mr. Blastman. So Mr. Blastman slightly ahead in the very, very early ASF game. We have some frigates out over here to try and help cull this little push out from Printer. Both mid players building up a little bit of a fire base. Let's go ahead and go check on the tech levels of every player that isn't air. We have Tech 2 out for Printer, of course. Do we have the same? We have the same for Ramstein. Do we have Tech 2 Navy anywhere? We do have Tech 2 Navy out for Bushka. Is it out yet for our Purple Seraphim up here, Lieutenant Poneface? I'm not seeing it if it does exist. But there is T2 over here for Dave, and he is doing quite well for himself, despite that little early inquiry of units. Then we have T2 also for Delvera. The only player without T2 Navy is going to be Lieutenant Poneface, but then again, he doesn't seem... Well, I mean, he is actually kind of in danger. This could be very dangerous if they scouted and knew that he did not have Tech 2 Navy. This would be a prime opportunity to just roll your units up here. Especially since he has a large group of subs and some Barracudas, you could knock him out of the Navy very early on. Force him into the defensive. I haven't really mentioned yet the rating ranges for each team. We do have a bit of a range here, with the lowest player on our rating scale going to be Lieutenant Poneface versus the highest ranked player, Mr. Blastman, the pink Cybran over here. We have some Cooper torpedo boats over here for Bushka. And a shield boat out for Delvera, but it does look like he is power stalling. Or he was power stalling, I should say. Feel like I'm missing something. Radar... Whoa, was this train? Nope, this was just built by Mr. Blastman, deciding he wants T3 radar very soon in the mid. Could have just asked for this one, though. A cruiser over here killing off a T3 scout. Let's check in on economy. Once again, it hasn't been that long, but Justice of Virgin's really skyrocketing out ahead, sitting at 260 mass out of nowhere just a minute ago at 150 or so. He's gotten quite a few Tech 3 mass extractors. Mr. Blastman, his opponent, is at 199, but let's see if that's affected the ASF numbers whatsoever. 30 ASF versus Justice of Virgin's 11, so that could be very dangerous if there's an air engagement here soon, or if Blastman decides to build a bomber, he would definitely be able to protect it. Let's look at each matchup individually. Delvera is in a power stall once again. The man needs power. He's building a Tech 3 power generator right now. Always bad feelings when you power stall, honestly. Okay, let's check the mid players. We have 69 mass per second. Nice. Versus 75 for Ramstein. So Printer sitting at 69, Ramstein sitting at 675. So slightly behind his opponent, but he is holding just fine. There hasn't been too much aggression out from our green front player. And we have some torpedo bombers up here trying to harass and kill off this submarine fleet. Questionably effective. In the northern pond, we do definitely have a eco advantage for Dave versus his opponent. He has 144 mass a second versus his opponent's 105, which is a little bit to be expected. The beach player always gets less resources than the rock player. Actually, do they get less resources if they manage to steal away the island, which the island over here is actually going to be somewhat negated by the fact that there are cruisers for the UEF. They're going to need to get up some T2 TMD, but they don't even have T2 over here, so that would be a little bit difficult. And we have an air engagement on the way over here. This is really risky out from Justice of Virgins. Why does he have all of his air units over here? I'm not seeing any blown up mexes or anything. Was he trying to chase those torpedo bombers all the way back? That could have lost him all of his air. Not that he has all that much, but that was a little bit of a risky call there, Justice. We have ASF killing T1 bombers over here over the base of Ramstein. As this naval battle ensues, mini shields, shield boats for days, and we also, of course, have a cruiser on both sides just lobbing missiles at the other fleet of ships. Which shield is going to go down first, I wonder? 7,400 versus 7,800. We have a little bit of an engagement happening over here, and we have massive Zooey spam coming out from Lieutenant Poneface, preemptively getting the factories online in case he needs to defend, which I guess is a good idea since he is really late to the T2 game in comparison to his opponent. But his opponent has just built Barracudas with it, which are not very useful for dealing with Zooeys. Even though they can't be killed by the Zooeys, it's definitely not an effective strategy to try and kill Zooeys with a Barracuda since... Or not Barracuda. Why am I calling them Barracuda? These are Vespers. Did I call them Barracuda earlier? Vespers, which I don't even think Vespers have a weapon. Yeah, Vespers don't have like a direct fire weapon when they surface. 99% sure on that. I think. I'm not very sure of myself right now. Printer is gotten shield on his comm. Yes, he is gotten shield on his comm. And he is going to step out of the water here and attempt to take on this fire base with overcharges, a shield on the comm, and gun upgrades. He may get a little bit done, but his health is going to fly off him really quickly with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 triads on the field. Now only 7, almost 7 on the field, only 6 remaining, but still, this is a lot of DPS. Printer's health is falling rapidly, almost down to 10,000 health points on that comm. Although, with all of those triads focused on his comm, these T1 units can get in here and cause some real mayhem. The shields are about to go down. Oh, this could be very dangerous, but Printer has seemed to weather the storm. He is falling back into friendly waters. He's gotten his own naval production, along with Ramstein getting his naval production up. And these T1 units are going to town on these unshielded defenses. The question is, can they kill off these triads in time? I'm not positive they can, but this is definitely going to cost quite a bit to replace those destroyed buildings for Ramstein. Ramstein has T2 Navy over here. Is he producing anything with it? No, he is not. And we have T2 Navy out for Printer as well, and he is currently producing some destroyers. Since he's killed off the shield generators, he could just bring in the destroyers and start killing this off. That is a very, very cheeky move. Kill off the shield generators with that T1 spam, which honestly wasn't going to achieve much, if at all, this late into the game. And use destroyers before they can get up their shield generators. Is that his plan? If so, that was masterfully done. The question is he going to get enough scouting to know where they're building shield generators? I would hope that he would. Over here we have a major naval engagement. All of the ships are going to die here, but all of the ships for Lieutenant Poneface are going to die, but the Zuis may be able to kill all the surface ships and just start pelting this island, which would be very unfortunate. I don't believe that's going to happen. There are destroyers up. You generally want to get up some frigates to deal with this Zui spam. I'm not seeing any kind of frigate production. It'd be nice to just see one of these factories just prioritizing some frigate production to deal with this Zui spam that's just coming out from Lieutenant Poneface, who currently has 13 factories constantly producing Zuis for his cause. It does look like his plan is working. This destroyer does look like it might get enough damage done, and it's killing off a T2 mechs, which that's going to hurt. Not quite as much as it possibly could, since Ramstein seems to be ecoing like a madman, currently sitting at 165 mass a second. He's kind of abandoned the front, it looks like, and just decided, I'm going to get up some eco and build some defenses closer to my base and call it a day. Nuke Eliminator, that tier 3 strategic missile defense, out for Ramstein. He's building it with 2 T3 NGs with 6 PD nearby and a T2 shield generator and some power, along with a mass fabricator, you know, just all of the good stuff. Just Sim City plus anti-nuke. And let's go ahead and check on the air numbers, but I can go ahead and tell you Blastman is massively ahead. 157 ASF for Blastman versus Justice of Virgin sitting on a mere 86. Almost double the number of ASF compared to his opponent. This could be very dangerous, and it does look like he's going to get a favorable air engagement as well. On top of all of that, he caught all of these ASF just hovering in the air. They weren't moving. They didn't have a solid direction to turn in, so he's going to kill off most, if not all, of these ASF. Oh, that's just brutal. You really can't get good views of air engagements, can you? All of those ASF chasing off the ASF of Justice of Virgins. He's definitely hurting after that. Oh man, this is really bad for Justice of Virgins. He's just lost all of his ASF, and he's producing torpedo bombers out of some of these factories for some reason. Oh, this is not what you want to see. More torpedo bombers being produced. You need to produce nothing but ASF right now, my friend. You've got to get caught up in this ASF game. He does have superior eco to his opponent, but he needs to start using that to outproduce his opponent in ASF. And with that giant air wind, it looks like Mr. Blastman has decided, screw it, I'm going T2 bomber on you. Oh, this could be used for a sniper, just simply bombing the hell out of one of his opponents. And it does look like he's coming up here to the north pond. He could be trying to attack Printer or Dave. Either or could be his target here. He's building so many Corsair. How many is this? 25, 27, 28, just constantly spewing out of these factories are just these T2 fighter bombers. so many fighter bombers. Oh my lord, that is absolutely crazy. T3 on the way for Mr. Blastman. May as well mention that as I'm here. And oh, that wasn't the greatest of engagements. It does look like he's going to lose some Corsair for free, but with how absolutely massive numbers he's producing them in right now, I don't know if he really cares about losing a couple. What is he targeting with all of these? Oh, he's going to shift G on all of the mass extractors and power generators. He's going to attack Dave's eco. This is a full share game, so he does not want to just straight out snipe Dave, because that would just give all of his eco and units over to Justice of Virgins. Oh, I want to see this bombing run. Missiles coming in from on high. They're going to kill so many structures. This is so devastating for the eco of Dave. Oh my word. He's not feeling it quite yet, but he is going to very soon, down to negative 100 mass a second. Oh, wow. His core mechs is just in shambles. He's still actually quite okay on his eco. He is still slightly ahead of his opponent, Lieutenant Poneface, but he can't just hemorrhage all of these mass points. Oh my word, this is just... avert your eyes. This is obscene. This is absolutely nasty. Corsair spam to just dismantle all of the base of Dave. And now it's going for this T3 power and factory grid, and it's going to get it. It's all going to go down. More production for Justice of Virgins is going to go down. It's going to make it even harder for him to get himself out of this hole he's being dug, and oh, it's not going to kill any of these T3 power generators, but if it did, that would have also just been an absolute kick in the dick. My word, more Corsairs flying out over here, just dropping bombs on everything. We do have some T3 anti-air, some SAMs being built, and they're going to help at least temporarily stem this flow, but once he starts deciding to build strat bombers, what are you gonna do? We have some ASF coming in from Justice of Virgin to try and stem the tide of Corsairs flying towards his ally Dave, but it's not gonna do anything. Dave has just been knocked down a peg. He's now behind Lieutenant Poneface in eco. Is he power stalling? No, he is not. I have no idea where he's getting all of his power from. He may have Raz on the comm. It does look like that is the case. Wait, no. Does he have shield or Raz? Dave, what upgrades you got, my friend? Okay, he has advanced free. He has ARAS. Okay. ARAS on the comm. That is perfectly fine. He will, at the very least, even if they kill all of his mass extractors, he'll have some mass to work with. But more and more Corsairs are just pouring in here, and everybody on Team 2 is building SAMs. You can even see Printer over here building some SAM point defenses, or SAM anti-air defenses. Do we have any out from... Yep, everybody's building SAMs. 13 in the main base for Delvera. Justice of Virgin just spreading out, 21 spread out all over the place. Definitely in the defensive air mindset. They have lost air very hard, and it's going to be very expensive to keep themselves from just losing the game off that alone. I feel so bad for Dave. Just look at this, man. Just absolutely dicked over right now. Losing all of his core mass extractors, losing all of these mass extractors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mass extractors, 4 T2 power generators, a factory. So much. They did not kill the T3 air factory, though, which could be crucial. He could start coming back with a vengeance, saying, you know what, fuck it. I've now lost the Navy, I'm gonna get into this game and just spam some ASF with my ARAS comm. And we have strap bombers now being produced for Mr. Blastman. This could be very, very dangerous very, very quickly. If these all get amassed, it could definitely cause some massive economical damage or even take out a player. While it is full share and taking out a player could be the wrong move, if you take out a player who is contributing a significant portion of APM, it could be very useful for you. Let's just say that sniping sniping the highest rated player on your enemy teams, the player with the most skill, is going to generally be a benefit to you as long as the player ranges are pretty massive, which here it kind of is. 900 to 1500, those are two very different levels of play. Even 1000 to 1400, very different levels of play. You have a little bit of a naval engagement over here, and I've completely missed this, but over here we've had destroyers. I was so distracted by the Corsair shenanigans, but we have destroyers out from Printer, and he's just going to town on the base of Bushka. He's going to be killing off T3 Mexis. He's already killed off T3 Power and what looks to be a T2 or nope, that's a T3 Air HQ or T2. I don't know how to tell from the Rex. Killing off an Air HQ and about to kill off a Land HQ and just absolutely destroying him. As Delvera is forcing the Navy of Bushka to not respond over here. He's keeping his units just out in attack range, constantly moving forward from the looks of it, as a mass field just piles up here. Right whenever Bushka goes to try and deal with these destroyers, he's risking his naval factories. It's a catch-22. We have another massive naval engagement over here, but it's going much more in the way that you wouldn't really expect. Considering all of this sub-spam, he is kind of winning this despite being targeted so heavily by those Corsair snipes. Dave is slightly ahead on the naval game still. He even has out a battleship to try and stem this tide of naval units coming out from Ramstein and Lieutenant Poneface, but I feel it's just a matter of time. He no longer has the production. He has had all of his naval factories sniped off. I'm guessing that's also by Corsairs who have just finished sniping off this island up here. There's so much going on everywhere. The main base of Bushka has now been eliminated by those destroyers, and those destroyers can come down here and start providing assistance to the main naval forces of Delvera. As the last few units over here for Dave are going to start being picked off. This is such a deadly situation with no more naval production. This is all he has, and now there's torp bombers coming in. This could be absolutely devastating if they start getting in battleships and UEF cruisers and Seraphim cruisers. Just park them right here and take out half of your opponent's mass extractor points simply by being in this location. And we have strap bombers coming down the side here. Do they have any idea what's about to happen? They don't. They don't have any idea. What's this going for? Is this a snipe onto a comm? No, he's going for the power grid. He's going to cripple his opponent's abilities to ever get back into the air game. Is this going to be successful? You can hear the bombs dropping, and they're coming down onto this power grid. No! Justice of Virgins is going to lose so much of his air production, all because they didn't spot this. He probably had enough ASF to stop this. He was finally catching up in the ASF game, and now he's going to lose all of it. He has a nuke being produced, and it looks like he's just gonna die. He's just outright dead due to that run-by of T3 bombers sniped off, and all of his mass production or not mass production, but air production is going to be destroyed as I get a Snapchat notification. Oh man, this game is so crazy. We have Mr. Blastman putting up an MVP performance, most valuable player indeed. He is just using his air advantage and abusing, or was abusing, Justice of Virgins, our first player to be ejected here at the 32-minute mark. I need a drink of water after that. That feels good. And a Control K out of Dave. Very dishonorable. I don't like Control K'ing under any circumstances. I would rather see somebody like I did in my match hand over your base and send your calm off and queue it to build a mass fab farm. Just, if you don't believe in your ability to hold your flank, or you just don't believe in your ability to affect the outcome of the match anymore, then don't Control K. Just give it to somebody who you think might have a chance to. But with that, Printer is in control of so much of the map. He has 765 mass per second. The team's ecos are roughly similar, and if we look at total mass, if we look at total mass accrued over this match, it's pretty much the same, but most of this eco is on Printer, and I doubt he's going to have a very easy time spending it. He's going to be overflowing very soon. At 300 mass a second, this is going to fill up really quick. And Delvera isn't necessarily spending all of his mass either, so that overflow is just going to be completely wasted. They're going to lose thousands of mass due to being unable to spend it, not having the enough build power that is required. He is queuing up the air field over here to try and get himself reestablished in the air game. It's going to be super difficult to be in the air game in any significant kind of way, as we have torp bombers over here killing off all of this navy. The hard-fought naval victory over here on the south pond is going to be dismantled by this air advantage of Blastman, who is single-handedly dragging his team along, saying, hey, we're going to win this game. Blastman just lifting a ton right now. All eyes are on Printer. What can this man do to affect this game? Of course, Delvera, Lieutenant Poneface, Ramstein, and Bushka can all affect this game still. But right now, it's looking like we need Printer to get up here and step up to the batter's plate and just swing. Swing for the fences. Get something happening. Let's check the chat asking, why did you quit? Wow, there's been a lot of chatting going on. Any of it salty? Any of it, any salt? I'm not seeing any salt. No salt, unfortunately. Very little salt, as we have torp bombers out from Ramstein. Delvera has just been over here quietly waging his little war, trying to make something happen. He's built a fire base over here, just trying to keep this island. He stole the island and he is determined to keep it. And he has been fighting this little war, being kind of off to the side, ignored this entire match, and now he's like, oh no, now they've noticed me. Oh wow, we do have air production coming back online. Where's your HQ? Printer. Where's your HQ at? Oh, he built an air HQ that's tier 3 over in his main base, and now he's about to start overflowing, which is not very good, because Delvera is overflowing. Both players on this team are overflowing. This is going to be a lot of mass just going into the waste bin to throw it away. Who needs it? I don't need your mass. I'm a strong, independent commander, and I don't need no mass. As we have Zooies just flowing in from this base over here. Is he still only at 13 factories? I wouldn't be surprised to see more. Yep, just 13 factories though, as he has this wave of T1 mobile artillery coming out to try and kill off all of this naval production and possibly just push on inland and say, hey, you know, your base, it'd be a mighty big shame if somebody T1 artilleried it to death. Ah, man. Do we have any spicy memes going on? We have anti-nuke. Anti-nuke. I'm just trying to see if we got any memes, yo. Show me your memes. Your meanest memes. Everybody has anti-nuke. That's the memeiest thing I can find, and that's really not a meme. We do have a nuke launcher on the way, a Stone Anger out from Have I been calling him Delvera this entire time? Oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry. It's Devlera. I replaced the two letters in my mind. I have dyslexia. I'm sorry. Devlera, I'm sorry, my friend. But Devlera, you are a boss. Over here, you said this island is mine, and you goddamn meant it. Devlera. Should have just called you Dave 2. We could have Dave 1 and Dave 2, both on Team 2. As we have more Zooies piling up on this beach. They're storming the beaches like it's going out of style. It is indeed Normandy for these T1 Zooies. Normandy, but with less resistance. Torpedo bombers still just going to town on these frigates and the odd destroyer. And the Cooper, of course. Never forget the Coopers. As we have what I was speaking about not so long ago. The absolute carnage that's going to rain from battleships and cruisers. Just spamming missiles and shells into the base of Printer. He's going to start losing his main base. Of course, it doesn't quite mean quite as much when he has 3 main bases, but still, it's going to hurt. It's going to pull his attention 11 different ways, having to deal with building TML shields over here. Doing something to stop this Zooey spam is gonna be needed. Printer is going to have to put in all of his brain cells, gonna have to rub them all together and figure out a way to make all of this happen. Let's see. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more nukes. Honestly, I would expect nukes on either side. I mean, we do have the nuke coming out from Devlera. We have a nuke building up here. No, we don't. Do we have Seraphim battleships or nuke subs? We seemingly do not. We have more strat bombers over here coming out. Looks like they're just killing off T1 hover spam. Seems legit. As we have an air engagement over here, but it's going poorly, honestly. Why are all of these air units here? Are those bombers? Wait, was he trying to snipe something? Why are there a bunch of dead bombers over here? Oh, I have no idea what's going on. Is that why there's bombers over here? Did he have like a snipe attempt going in? Why would the bombers be over there if you were trying to snipe the comm right here? I'm very confused. This is a very confusing match. But he did lose a lot of ASF there. Let's go ahead and check in on ASF numbers. We have 61 versus Printer's 59. So air is almost at parity. Of course, that doesn't even add in the ASF coming out from Devlera and others, as we have yet more. I'm just going to zoom in on this on the mini-map. You can just see the stream of missiles flying around. New cast format. I use this as my main screen, and I let the mini map be the entire screen. These Zooies are indeed pushing right into the base. I wonder, would the mini map be an easier way to spot things? Oh yeah, that'd be way easier. All right, me learning things on the fly, everybody. We have Zooies just killing off T2 artillery. No, Dad, you don't understand me anymore. I move. I have legs. That was a stupid joke. As we have even more shelling and bombardment, losing mass extractors left and right. Is Printer going for anything back here? We have a stealth field generator, and we have a Paragon on the way, and that is almost 10% done. Does Team 2 know about the Paragon? No, or Team 1 know about the Paragon? No, they do not know about the Paragon, as we have finally a response to this. We have a bunch of Spectre gunships and a whole bunch of T3 engineers building T2 PD to protect against this Zooey spam, but it's going to be never ending. As you can see, a bunch of factories have been thrown together over here as there is a bottleneck on Zooey Highway. The traffic is horrible. Horrible. Stay inside. Don't go to work today. Just stay inside. There's a 40 artillery pile up on the Seraphim. Interstate Seraphim. Interstate Seraphim sounds like a radio show almost. Hello and welcome to Interstate Seraphim. Today we're going to be talking about how, I don't know, Aeon is underpowered. Aeon is my favorite faction, but I also think they're underpowered as fucked. As fucked? As fucked. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's just how everybody feels. But I feel like Cybran and UEF in particular feel a lot stronger. And, whoa, when did this happen? Okay, let's check in on Ecos really quick. We have out ahead, with no surprise, we have Printer at 800. Oh, well, actually, he's losing mass every second. But somewhere around 800 mass a second. Printer's power stalling? No, he's not. Okay, he's just losing mass. He's hemorrhaging mass. But still, he has more mass than everybody else in the game per second. Then we have Devlera sitting at 300, almost 400 mass a second. We have Bushka just cresting 100 mass a second. 263 to 280 for Lieutenant Coneface. Ramstein sitting on 419. He's making a lot of mass, and honestly, just look at that. He's producing support commanders like it's going out of style. Raz support commanders. Blastman is currently sitting at 564,000 mass a second, or 564 mass a second. I don't know why I put 1,000 in there. It just felt right, I guess. Oh man, and we have a GC built by Printer, and he started walking it towards these battleships, but yeah, that's gonna be a costly mistake. These battleships may be able to kill it as it walks away. That's a lot of firepower coming out from these battleships. There's 4 of them here. That would be a very painful mistake. Already down to 70,000 health points. Let's go ahead and check in on that Paragon once again. We're already at 26%. It's into the yellow. We do have a nuke launcher completed for Devlera as well. It's about 30% towards its first missile. Do we have any nukes out for anybody else? No, we do not. We do have Bushka slowly rebuilding his base. It does seem that the naval opposition over here has finally been shut down as a ton of strat bombers is coming in over here. Oh, what are these strat bombers going for? Mr. Blastman, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're messing with my heart, man. You're gonna give me an irregular heartbeat with those ballsy moves of strat bombers just vaguely towards the enemy's base. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and just look at the total reclaim numbers. I'm sure this is going to be insane. Printer at 37,000, Lieutenant Poneface at 44,000, 36 for Ramstein, and everybody else is 21,000 or below. We do have a T3, or not T3, we have a RAS support comm being dropped over here. Maybe we'll see Ramstein get into this game of spamming units out. I want to keep an eye on these bombers. Let's see. How far along is that nuke in production? It's about 70% done. That's gonna be doing quite a bit whenever it gets done. And there's an attack ping onto the Paragon. Did they just learn of its existence? It does look like it. Oh, that is devastating. You learn about a Paragon when it's 40% complete. That feels bad. All of these scouts, though, very nice scouting job. Just ton of scouts. We do seemingly have an order now out for these strat bombers. They are to go to the edge of the map and then attack the Paragon. From the looks of it. Yep, go to the edge of the map, attack the Paragon, don't come back until it's dead. But I don't think he has the air advantage anymore, and this time it's going to be spotted very early on. Printer's going to see this a mile away, and he's going to do everything in his power to stop it. Oh, this looks wacky. Oh, you can see the strat bombers moving in. Are they going to get any bombs off? Oh, they're falling like flies. I don't think a single bomb fell. Oh, maybe one bomb fell. Oh man, I fucked that up. I should not have free cammed that. But after that, the air advantage for Team 1 is completely non-existent now. Both Devlera and Printer have more ASF than Mr. Blastman, and he's saying they are making Paragon, and unfortunately I can't win this. You guys need to pick up the slack. I was saying he was doing a lot of heavy lifting, but when you snipe, admittedly this guy leaving, not his fault. Sniping Justice of Virgins, debatable if it was a good idea. Very debatable. Maybe he underestimated Printer's capabilities, but even then, I mean, like, doing all of the work he put in here, look how much map control has just been gifted over. Map control has just been destroyed. There's no control. This is anti-map control. They are hemmed in to about 25% of the map. The rest of the map is absolutely free game for Team 1, and all they have to do is stop this from becoming a major issue, and maybe knock out the Navy down here. If they focus their efforts on that while simultaneously doing what they're doing here, they could definitely get quite a little bit done. But of course, with that Paragon on the way and currently at 53%, and climbing with so many units trying to build this Paragon, and so much mass in the bank and reclaim constantly coming in, you have to imagine that this is going to be completed relatively soon. They need to make moves and make moves now if they want even the slightest chance of stopping this Paragon from being built or from being a major issue, a thorn in their side. We're possibly even looking at Blastman attempting a teleport shenanigan kind of thing. Of course, that's going to be hard with all of these PD, but I mean, at some point you get desperate and you got to do something. It does look like they're deciding to go for nuke spam, and we have a nuke launch out from Devlera. I don't know where that could go. That could be super useful. We have an anti-nuke built over here, but I don't think it's finished loading, so I guess you could kill off one of the enemy players, but I'm not quite sure what that would do. There's definitely an anti-nuke here with 3 antis loaded, so that's not going to do anything. I don't think it's going to die before the nuke gets there, and even if it isn't going for him, it's going to pass over that one, so I do think that this anti-nuke is going to be relatively effective. It's going to pay for itself by avoiding the mass death of your base, as we have a nuke launcher built for Ramstein, which is definitely a good idea. I think nukes is a good plan, as long as everybody commits to, hey, we're gonna nuke this thing out of submission. Everybody gets nukes. Everybody get fucking ready, and if they all launch at once, then it'll take a whole hell of a lot of anti-nuke to stop it. Isn't there some point where if you launch enough nukes, at I always thought that at some point if you launch enough nukes that it'll just, anti-nuke won't be able to do anything about it. Like, I feel I've seen 3 or 4 anti-nukes be thwarted without running out of all of their missiles just by a massive wave of nukes. I feel I've seen that somewhere. But it does seem that that's what they're trying to do. We do have multiple Seraphim battleships. They are building nukes from the looks of it. Well, this one's not. This one's name is Jim. And he's deciding not to do his work. Ramstein saying bye main base as he loses his anti-nuke. Printer still not mass stalling as he's building this Paragon, just managing. Oh, whoa, no, he's getting donations. And this Paragon is so close to finishing at 84%. It is going to be vulnerable for a little bit. These PD are not being built, and 4 PD is not enough. So if you absolutely stop everything, Mr. Blastman, and maybe you can get in there and suicide to kill the Paragon. But that would require him to either already have or to have spammed up the telemaser upgrades. And I don't think it can happen in the amount of time left. 88. 89. We're about to be at 90%. I'm just gonna zoom in on that for now so I can zoom out and just watch this, see whenever it comes online. Minimap is useful. We have a chicken on the way for Lieutenant Poneface. Currently at 80% over here. Did that GC survive? I thought I saw it stomping around down here somewhere. Yep, here it is. It still hasn't killed anything, but hey, it's gonna have a brother here soon. And what the hell just blew up? What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. I really don't like things like that blowing up. I really wish they would change the sound of the blowy up stuff. Yeah, I have no idea. And the Paragon is done. And that is super, super dangerous. We can see Printer sitting over here at so much mass a second. 1,300 mass a second. Oh, that is absolutely brutal. 710. As you can see, it fluctuates. But I don't even know how to max out a Paragon, like how much it actually takes. I'm sure there's some math behind it, and there's like a cap to how much the Paragon can give you per second. But it is ridiculous. Took a drink from my water. As we have T1 factories being spammed out over here by Ramstein. And a bunch of not gonna try the real name, tactical missile launchers out from, or mobile missile launchers out from Lieutenant Poneface. But now that I think about it, that would be a half decent idea, wouldn't it? 1 second. Do you have a T2 or T3 engineer over here? Please say yes. Okay, where the hell is your comm? Of course your comm can't do it. Where the hell is your T3 engineers? Okay, T2 engineers. Jesus. Yeah. You'd have to build it like right here. If you just build a line of these, you could start trying to kill it with tactical missile launchers. That would definitely be an option. And not necessarily a horrible one at that. We have mass monkey lord production over here out from Ramstein. He also has a nuke loaded currently. What is going to be built after getting the Paragon? We are going to have a Salvation on the way that's already 50% complete. Tech for rapid or experimental rapid fire artillery going to be very difficult to deal with. We do have a nuke out from Devlera again, but we do have an anti-nuke already built over here for Ramstein. I do not believe this nuke is going to land either. Would be relatively surprised because you're going to have to go through a lot of shields in a very short period of time to make that happen. We also have a nuke sub out from Devlera. Are any of these battleships ready to launch nukes? It does not seem so. Nope, they are most certainly not. I'd like to see some nuke subs coming out of Ramstein. As we have a Maver queued up down here for Printer, he is just going all out. Tier 4 experimental artillery, give it to me. Everybody wants to see these. Yes, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, but he does have to be careful. There is a chicken and a lot of spam out over here for his opponents. Of course, he did have all of those Spectres, but it looks like those Spectres are now dead. And a tech... we have a random aircraft carrier just in this puddle. This tiny little pond over here. Let's build an aircraft carrier in it. That's beautiful. I love that. Building aircraft carriers where they shouldn't be. I wonder what the return on investment of this thing is. I'm guessing that's a support commander because I didn't get a pop-up. We do have this Yathoda being chased down by 2 DCs. Oh no, this feels so bad. This feels horrible. Oh, this chicken is just gonna die. It's just dead, isn't it? It's a dead chicken. It's cooked. It's fried. Colonel Sanders got to him. This is Colonel and this is Sanders. Oh wow. Okay. Man, I don't know what they can do to stop this. To stop this just absolute eco monster that is now Printer. He already has a salvation on the way. Is he even manually targeting it though? No, it's firing right over here. You have this experimental artillery installation. And what's it doing? It's killing some T3 anti-air. It's very good use of his resources. As we have the Maver on the way, we have kennels being built down here. Do they have anything on the way to stop this other than nuke battleships and not even nuke subs? Do we have anything spicy going on? We got a nuke launcher. It just... What's back here? We have a Maver on the way for Mr. Blastman. And he does have a lot of mass per second, but he's also still trying to build things. You kind of just have to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this Maver right now. Where was that nuke launched from? That is a nuke out from Ramstein, and it does look like he's nuking the Navy over here, which, I mean, I know that this nuke can't really be used anywhere but the Navy, because everywhere else has an anti-nuke, but still, it just feels bad. You want this nuke landing somewhere that's gonna really hurt your opponents, not something that's just gonna slow them down. And even then, he doesn't even manage to get all the cruisers, the things producing the biggest issue. Of course, taking out a few of them is very useful. It does definitely slow the rate at which you need TML or TMD. And we have Zuis, or Lobos actually, shoving their way into the main base. We just have an endless horde of units flowing towards this Paragon, and they're starting to break through from the looks of it. We do have it looks like those lines of T1 or T2 point defense have finally died with the help of this absolutely colossal spam of MMLs, but these GCs are just going to come in behind all of this and start killing off those MMLs very swiftly. They need to find a solution for all of these GCs. Well, these 2 GCs. One is almost dead. You could possibly see if... I don't know, do you have any kind of air power or anything that can just fire on these? They were starting to make such good progress with these mobile missile launchers, but it's gonna peter out because of GCs. Oh my word! Ah, that's just brutal. As the GCs come marching in, they're gonna kill so many units. Sucking up units and using those giant phase lasers to lay down the pain on all of these Seraphim and UEF spammed out units. They've managed to take care of some of the defenses, but what good is it if you're not actually going to do damage to the thing that's threatening your way of life currently, threatening your ability to survive any further into this match? And we have yet another misclick as T1 anti-air is placed instead of T1 PD. It's happened to 2 different players this match. It's not quite as egregious here because, you know, of course you have all these T2 PD and some rapid fire artillery installations and a lot of goodness going on, as we have concentrated rapid fire artillery spam. Artillery shells just landing all over last man's base. Oh, he's gonna start losing power generators and shield generators here soon. He's gonna be in a lot of danger. They've already done a lot of damage to this Maver. If you remember earlier, it was already past the 50% mark. And it almost died. He did manage to keep it alive, at the very least temporarily. How far is the Maver down here? It's not quite that far. It's only at 30%, but slowly making it.
Detected.
Going to be very important, and 2 nukes launched from the battleships over here, but we have 4 anti-nukes loaded. That's not going to be enough, not to mention there might be anti-nukes up here, another anti-nuke right here. There's so many anti-nukes to stop this. He's planned for everything, and it just seems like Printer is this unassailable force at the moment, and even if you snipe him, Devlera will probably do just fine with all of this. We do seemingly have one of those monkey lords just dying over here. It did almost get to Devlera's main base, which could have been very deadly, but at the same time, it's all for naught as Printer is spamming out mercies and sending them across the map. I don't think the mercies will even get all that far. I don't know what is with this mercy spam, but it is not doing him very many favors. We have a monkey lord in the water over here. Printer's comm is just hanging out in the breeze, just not a worry in the world. When we saw so many torp bombers over here just a second ago, what happened to them? Why are they sitting on the ground over here? What are they doing? All of these torp bombers. Oh. You could have killed off Printer and at least forced Devlera to finish out this game. All alone, make it a 1v4, make it just a simple, we have to snipe your one comm to win this game. Make it way more manageable. As we look over here, the Maver is still alive, but shield coverage is falling slowly. He only has 1 shield covering his Maver, and he's managed to get another shield online, but he's not going to be able to build this Maver whatsoever, since he's constantly having to help the shields, assist the shields to keep his Maver even alive currently, with all of these salvations online, and the Maver quickly on the way, just passing 50%. How many salvations has he already managed to build? He's built 3 of these. 3 salvations, just pouring shell after shell after shell after shell into his base. If I were to sit here and try and count off all the shells by saying shell after shell, I'd be here for an eternity. We still have Lobos trickling into the base, but they're not achieving anything. What happened to those GCs that we saw earlier? Did they manage to kill off the GCs? Did I miss that in all of the locomotion? Where are your GCs? Come on, don't tell me they're all dead. Okay, one's in the water over here. The other one died in the water. Oh, they managed to get rid of the GCs, but it's just, it doesn't seem like it's in time, because now there's more defenses built up over here. And you have a line of TMD, so you can no longer do the mobile missile launcher strat. It's just, you're in so much danger as there's multiple Zars being built. This is your best shot. You need to get more units streaming down here. He's seemingly starting to build a massive force of another massive force of mobile missile launchers, but I don't know what that's gonna do. It's gonna be a very slow solution, and you are running out of time. The Maver has died. All of these SACUs are at risk right now. How many SACUs does this man have? That's 33 plus 8. That's 41 SACUs for him. His ally is sitting on... Oh, Jesus. 9 plus 14. I'm bad at math. 24? 20, 24, 25? Something like that. 25 SACUs. I mean, at this point, you could probably just start marching SACUs down here and just slowly point defense creep your way forward, but then you'd have to deal with these czars that have just finished, and that's a dicey game. Oh wow, that hurt my throat saying that. Ugh. This is just so dicey for Team 1. They still have a chance in it. They still have so much they can do, but you've got to come up with a solid strategy to beat this, and you've got to come up with it now. Lieutenant Poneface has been defeated by Printer. How? Where did that comm blow up? Oh, he teleported in! He teleported in and was killed by the T1 PD! Oh my word! Was he even getting upgrades for that? Speed and range done. Splash done. Teleporter. Oh man. Oh, and that gifts all of his factories and units and mass production, sorry for the coughs there, I'm dying apparently, over to Mr. Blastman, who has been quite defeationist recently. He has said, don't give up, don't, wait. Maver will die when, oh yeah, pretty sad I kill my opponent, we still, yeah, he's pretty defeationist, he's kind of given up, but he is still issuing orders to his units, which is honestly better than Dave. I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade here at you, Dave. Don't control K. Look at Bushka. He has been used as a punching bag for the past hour. He's still here with his little factor. Okay, Bushka, I respect you for staying in this match. I respect you so much. But my dude, you gotta mass fab farm at this point. Like, yeah, you gotta mass fab farm. Doing this 2 mass extractor life, this isn't gonna work for you, my friend. All of those nuke battleships have been gifted over to Mr. Blastman at the very least. As we have a constant stream of spider bots marching down here, but I don't know how much they can get done. It seems as though spider bots have come, this is a spider bot graveyard for Ramstein. He has so many dead wrecks of spider bots over here. There's so much going on that I'm not noticing a spider bot trying to walk into the base of a main player. Oh no, no! Don't do this to Bushka! No! This is cruel! You're beating a dead horse, man! Oh, this is so mean! Using salvations to kill off Bushka? Dude, you've been punching him with destroyers and cruisers and everything for the past hour! He only has 1 mass extractor and it's Tech 1! This is like, I don't know, this is abuse. This is cruel and unusual punishment. You're torturing the man. At the very least, be like nice and snipe him with something. Don't send just waves of T4 artillery that does very little damage and watch him slowly watch the health on his comm die. I think Bushka has given up. He's like, I'm not even gonna walk underneath the shield. I have 1 T1 mechs, and they're even gonna kill the T1 mechs. Oh man, this is cruel. This is so Bushka is sitting over here at 3 mass a second, and you can't even let the man have that. You can't even let him have that. You gotta take out every mass extractor he's ever come to know and love. Oh, also, giant penis of doom, the Maver is done. Oh, don't leave him alive like this. Put him out of his misery, please. Is this Maver shell? Is this a Maver shell? No, it's a freaking missile. Where's the Maver shell? Where's the shell that's gonna end it all for this poor, poor man? Is there another Maver shell coming in? It looks like it. Where's the Maver shell? Where is it? Bushka's like, I'm gonna go down shooting my ACU's gun. I'm gonna come kill your cruises. Oh, Maver shot directly hit him. Oh, brutal. Oh, man. You just dismantled him so slowly. Oh, that felt... I feel your pain, Bushka. You're holding on to those mexes like, maybe I can do something with these mexes. No, the enemy team had no plans of letting you do something with your two mexes. Oh, feels bad. As over here, and we now have the main base of Ramstein falling. His comm is sitting over here in the water, just watching from the waves. Well, actually, not really watching, but you get what I mean. Just watching it fall apart, even though he's not watching it. Shut up. We have Czars over here just racking up veterancy, kill after kill after kill on all this T1 spam. They've killed off the production for Ramstein, and oh my lord, Team 1 has absolutely been dismantled by Team 2. Team 2 have held in here. They were being punched and beat down for so long. Ooh, Dave earlier in the match, it feels so long ago, losing all of his mexes and power generators to Corsairs, and Justice losing his entire air production grid to strap bombers, and just in general, their team being absolutely dismantled for the first 30 minutes of the game. But then Printer and Devlera have managed to hold on, deal with multiple Monkey Lords, deal with all of this bombardment and attack, and come out on top. I was saying that Blastman was earning the MVP, and I stand by that. I think that this game's gonna have 2 MVPs no matter which way it goes. Printer and Blastman have put on stellar performances this match, in my opinion, because, like, sure, you could just say, oh, well, he got the 3 bases and built a Paragon. That takes so much skill. It does take skill. He's had to constantly deal with non-stop assaults and attacks on his bases. Also, this Czar is gonna die. 100% dead. 100% a dead Czar. Oh, is it gonna fall just perfectly to land on this factory, though? Nope, not quite. Donut, anybody? That's a lot of T1 bombers. How many T1 bombers is that? I'm curious. That is 108 T1 bombers. He started this match with T1 bombers, and he's damn well gonna end it with them. Where are the comms? Where is Blastman's comm? Because I'm assuming that they're looking for a snipe now. Use this artillery to snipe off the comms. Are all of these support comms? What are you? Oh, hey, look, he's just sitting up here in a corner. Do they know he's there? Oh, hey, look, they do. Wait. They know he's there. Why? Why aren't you putting your artillery to kill him? I guess maybe they just actually haven't noticed he's actually sitting right there. And this GC, which was sitting in the water a little bit ago, has come up and said, "Hey, I'm still here. I hope you enjoy being shot," because that's what I'm doing. This factory just became a T3 factory. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Poor factory. It just grew up. It just became an adult, and now it's gonna be murdered by a face laser. I think I'm gonna call it now. Unless a miracle happens and Printer Control K's everything, I think this match is over. Although this Monkey Lord is killing off some SMD, maybe I said that a little bit early. I don't know who wins this match. I watched the first 40 minutes of it, and then I looked up the time that was remaining. That's how I generally do this. I watch about 75% of it, and then I make sure there's no desync by going to a corner and watching. And yeah, I don't know who wins, but I'm thinking if I was a betting man, I'd throw my money at Printer. Printer and Devlera. Devlera still has contributed quite a bit, and now he's getting up a base over here, spamming out Titans to try and kill off everything over here. And whoa, he actually has Titans way up here, killing off SMD. Them is some chonky Titans. Is Ramstein still just sitting in the water? Yep, that's what he's doing. Building nuke subs, building nuke subs. The calm of Blastman is now making his way into the water, from the looks of it. How many artillery have you managed to build? We have 3 Zars, 2 GCs, 8 Salvations, 1 Maver, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, make that 9 Salvations, because this one's done momentarily. How much did that first Salvation kill? 106, 68, 5, strategic 70, 1, 6, 0, 0. As we have support comms blowing up left and right. Literally everywhere. Support comms are blowing up. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up if I can speed it up. I can't speed it up. Oh man, I've been recording for an hour and 33 fucking minutes. Come on! Oh, I did not think it was gonna be this long. I know that it said an hour and 10 minutes on the thing. Oh god, I'm gonna have to edit myself out saying that. And Ramstein is out on a Control K at an hour and 1 minute. He is given up on life. He is going to blow up over here and give up on fighting. That leaves Blastman the sole survivor for Team 1. And he is going to be very, very happy. Let's check on things. Oh, casually gifting a Paragon over to Devlera. Devlera has earned it. He has been a solid teammate throughout all of this. Constantly keeping up pressure over here, building up units, doing stuff. Getting up T3 air and helping defend in the air game. Okay, my question is, can Blastman do anything? He still has a mass rate of 1.2k despite losing pretty much all of the mass extractors on the map. Like, there are still a few floating around here and there. And of course there's this island which he just took, but god damn. Oh wait, did he just take that? Nope, he didn't just take that. Or maybe he did. I don't know. Man, I do not know. But he has over 1,000 mass a second, which means that he is still able to build quite a bit. Is he just walking all of these down so that way he can build a... I don't know, build a bunch of experimentals and just throw them? I mean, you're never going to outbuild on experimentals because they have 2 Paragons. So, I don't know, 4 nukes launched at the Paragon 1. But even if you kill this, there is a second Paragon. So, you kind of need to kill the comm. And Printer just now realizing his comm is, not in the safest of positions. He is going to start walking that comm away now. I don't believe these nukes are going to land. We have 1, 2... Yeah, no way these nukes land. Unless, like, some targeting glitch. 1, 2, 3, strategic launch 4... detected. A 5th nuke flying out of this battleship. He has a lot of nukes. I'll give him that. He has nuke production. Where's his comm? Oh, here it is. It has a T3 sonar following it around. Oh, I did not know that. The sonar produces a stealth field? Really? Does it really? Wow. That is some sneaky shit. I'm not gonna lie. He is being very sneaky. Oh, now he's gonna build a bunch of AA, isn't he? Oh no! He's gonna delay this as much as humanly possible. Oh, that's painful. I mean, I guess he still does have a chance at winning this, but it feels like it's so astronomically difficult to win this right now. It would be so astronomically difficult. Where is this nuke going? Oh, he's nuking over here. Detected. All of these artillery pieces are gonna die. Another nuke out over here going towards this, but there's still more than enough anti-nuke built up. At this point, I think he has enough anti-nukes to actually deal with a Yelona Haas. Yeah, he has 4. So 4 can deal with a Yelona Haas. If he built a Yelona Haas and had all of these nuke battleships, maybe you could break through. A big moment. Here comes the nuke. In 3, 2, 1. Explosion! Very unfortunate way to go. Alright, I'm taking it as calm as in the middle of all this somewhere. Oh, nope, there's his comm, still just walking its way merrily over. As we have more and more support comms dying. And just an absolute... Oh my gosh, did he build even more artillery? Okay, 9. 2 Novaxes. Maver. 4 Zars now. Still only 2 GCs. What are you building? What are you building? What are you building? 4 nuke subs. That's something. On top of his land-based nuke launcher, which has killed over 116,000 mass worth of shit. That was from just that one nuke landing, killing all those support comms. Oh geez, how many anti-air is this? 62. And counting. Well, this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna do this so I can hover over it and find his comm easily. Because I'm staying zoomed out. There's nothing super interesting going on. This is just somebody Atlantida. Yep, he's just doing his thing and keeping everybody stuck in this match.
Strategic launch detected.
Strategic launch detected. Where is that going? Oh, it's another one going here, which is pointless. Yep, over 20, or not 20, over 15 anti-nukes loaded. As we have skimmers coming out to kill off Sam's. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, man. The question is, will they spot? Or will they not? My computer really doesn't like this. Just gonna point that out now. It's chugging. So, you know, I've run out of shit to say. We've been recording for an hour and 45 minutes. So, how are you doing? You having a good day? Thank you for joining me today. If you're still watching this, you are a goddamn trooper. With the game freezing every 6 seconds, I do not blame anybody for not watching through this. I still don't know what's going on with the replay bug where it does this freezing shit. Oh, hey, look, they managed to kill off the sonar. That's interesting. Oh, man. But yeah, I apologize for the stuttering. I can't do anything about it. It gets worse the later we go into a match. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to do about it.
Strategic launch detected.
Another nuke out. That's going to get shot down. Nukes are kind of boring at this point. Unless there's a nuke landing right here. I'm not interested. I don't know if that's how they're gonna end it. I would assume with all these nuke subs and nukes laying around, that'd be a very easy way to end it. Surprised they haven't nuked this yet. I'd nuke this. That seems like a good spot to nuke. Blastman is just determined to sit here as long as possible. We have an infinite stream of Spectre gunships over here flying out to try and attack these Myrmidons. They get one shot off each. Or less. This is just ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, now he's moving his comm. Where are you moving your comm to, Blastman? Oh, just slightly more inwards. Okay. Ugh. My throat is dying. Disintegrating in real time. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Novax centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Novax centers actually. I guess it's a way to try and mass destroy all this anti-air that's being built. I'm really annoyed by this stutter. It gets really bad when we get into these long team games. Sorry guys, I don't know what to do about the stutter, and I don't know what to do whenever I'm an hour and 50 minutes into a cast and it's just boring at this point. Like, this game has been really good, but I am not a fan of how it's ending right now. I guess I was ranting about never control K, but at the same time, I honestly wouldn't mind a control K here. Since there's nobody else to gift your stuff to. If you're the last person alive, control K, I don't care. But what I'm saying is don't control K when you have teammates, I guess. I don't know. There's a thin line. It's very easy to cross over. Four Raz SUs just sitting over here, about to be killed off by Titans. Nine Novax Sinners. And more on the way. Still just one Maver.
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, this is a nuke out from Team 2. Where is he nuking? Oh, he's nuking right here. Is Blastman far enough under the water to survive this? Is my only real question. Huh. I guess we're gonna find out. He's pretty much in the deepest part of the ocean. Is there an amount of water that can protect you from a nuke? Is my question. Because there's like amounts of water will protect you from things like
Strategic
artillery just fine. Like I don't even think a Maver can kill him right now. Nukes coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nuke! Oh, hey, it is enough. The water did not seem to help with that very much at all. Oh God, thank God it's over. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will be bringing more content to you all in the future. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe. And if you want to know more if you want to talk to me, join my Discord. If you want to see more, subscribe, check out my channel. And if you liked it, like. If you didn't like it, go ahead and leave a dislike. Bye-bye.